Sonic the Hedgehog 2 is an amazing movie. Aside from some references that'll become dated in a few years, the film has a nice mix of action, humor, and especially fan service to please any Sonic fan. When it comes to fan service, one particular member of Sonic's cast of friends stands above the rest. Or, should I say, glides above the rest. That's right, I'm talking about the stealthy, seductive, flying vixen, Rouge.
That's Rougethebat.
It comes as no surprise that Rouge is considered one of the best Sonic girls. Rouge is a curvaceous anti-hero who's not focused on gaining power or seeking revenge. More or less, she begins as a thief with an obsession over valuable jewelry, often stealing powerful gems such as the Chaos Emeralds and especially the Master Emerald, much to a certain echidna's disdain.
I'll stop you!
Her passion for these gems tends to land her in the middle of major events with Sonic and friends. That was until she was recruited by the government and turned to a part-time secret agent as well. Working as a government agent has made Rouge an expert in flying kicks and physical combat. She's arguably one of the strongest female characters in the whole Sonic series.
Hang on tight!
Her sultry demeanor, mixed with her intense passion for espionage, makes her a well-beloved femme fatale for the Sonic world.
I can feel those emeralds here. All I have to do is break into the vault and help myself.
While Rouge may appear to work towards her own self-interest, she has been shown to care for others, friends or not. The easy examples are the many times Rouge has helped save the world, such as in Sonic Heroes and Sonic 2006. But for more specific examples, Rouge has had many moments of kindness and compassion in the Sonic X anime. When Rouge first rescues Chris from Eggman's ship, she tries to excuse it by claiming he was holding all the emeralds anyway. However, when Chris awakens and slips out of Rouge's grasp, instead of nabbing any of the emeralds, she rushes to rescue Chris from the fall.
Oh well, there goes my new jewelry.
In a later episode, when Shadow shows up to save her, Rouge tells him they need to take Chris as well or he'll die in the explosion.
Hey, hold it, Shadow! You're not gonna leave this kid behind!
Even towards the end of episode 78, Rouge is left wondering about the welfare of her friend Shadow the Hedgehog. Now, there are many more moments of Rouge's good nature it could show. However, I'll sum it up like this. Even though Rouge is guided by her desire to steal beautiful jewelry, she values others above all that. There's a reason this bat wears her heart on her chest. With the recent confirmation that Sonic 3 will be adapting the Sonic Adventure 2 story, fans are both excited and skeptical about how this film will turn out. Both Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 had loose stories and characters to adapt from, but Sonic Adventure 2 has very distinct elements fans wish to see. From the prison island escape to Eggman sending Sonic to his doom, and especially the tragic death of Maria Robotnik, so many details of SA2 could and should be adapted into the movie. But at the same time, it would be incredibly easy for Hollywood to alter and ruin these moments in an attempt to subvert expectations or to be more PC. To give you an idea, here's a short list of elements that can go wrong. Changing Maria Robotnik into a teenager instead of a little girl, ruining the loss of innocence message. Maria's death not caused by soldiers shooting her, but by some other major accident. Shadow acting like some over-the-top dark emo with no real personality. And of course, desexualizing our girl, Rougethebat.
No, that's not possible.
It's no secret that in recent years, Hollywood and mainstream media have tended to quietly censor anything that is deemed even remotely sexual. From covering up Jessica Rabbit to removing the makeup, chest, and personality on Lola Bunny, it's quite apparent that seductive and provocative qualities are considered taboo to these nuts. This is ridiculous! Nothing has changed in the past few decades to make these characters any less appropriate than they were back then. It's like we're going backwards. Instead of pushing the boundaries for what we can do in film and media, we're setting up new walls to restrict ourselves.
And just when things were going so well.
Kurt Vonnegut warned us about this very thing in the 1960s with his book Harrison Bergeron. There was a good reason Kurt labeled a world where nobody was allowed to be extraordinary as dystopian. Intelligent people wore caps that dulled their thoughts. Dancers wore weights on their shoes so they couldn't perform. And beautiful people had to wear masks and coverings to hide their attractive qualities. Sound familiar? I've heard the argument that attractive body types are being removed to protect children, but when you think about it, that's not only absurd, it's counterproductive. We have to give children more respect than this. After all, normal kids do not transform into sexual deviants around a beautiful person. The most I've seen them do is stare like Bugs Bunny melting away, which can be considered rude or impolite, but not traumatizing, geez.
Matter of fact, I kinda like being in the spotlight.
By quietly removing attractive elements from characters and media, we are indiscriminately telling the viewer that they should be ashamed to look visually stunning or act seductive. I shouldn't have to tell you how this is a horrible lesson to pass on to the young ones. Curvaceous women don't just exist in media, they exist in real life, and they're free to walk around in public. Why? Because it's normal. A large bust and bum is more than sexy. It's a badge of honor, showing how hard this woman has worked to achieve her voluptuous figure. It displays determination and healthy habits, and that's something that should be encouraged. It's even one of the reasons why women win Miss Universe. These ladies aren't nude strippers putting it all out on display. They are fully clothed three-dimensional characters with distinct personalities, who also love to flaunt their feminine charm. It's highly immature to demand changes simply because they also look very attractive. In fact, this issue seems to mostly persist in America, as other countries such as France and Korea are still willing to produce children's media with sexually enticing women. And would you look at that, the world didn't end.
Foolish children. Yeah! Nice job!
Some individuals may claim that desexualizing a character isn't that big of a deal, but this is just passive acceptance, or we don't care enough about an issue to take a side that we still want to pick on someone who does have a stake in it. Not only is this detrimental to any cause, in this particular case, it's easy to use the same argument both ways. If it's not that big of an issue, then don't do it. Spend that time and effort working on better things. Adding a bit of sex appeal to a lady or guy character won't hurt anyone, so no one should be making a fuss about it. The upcoming Sonic 3 will undoubtedly feature Rougethebat as a supporting character. As such, I am ever hopeful that the studio producing it will do the right thing and create a faithful redesign of our girl Rouge. And that includes highlighting her feminine figure. If it's alright for the games that are being sold to kids, then it's perfectly fine for the movies too. In fact, let's calculate the appropriate waist, hip, and bust sizes for Rougethebat. These should help determine if the measurements in the movie are accurately representing the game. I've utilized some official renders of Rouge to showcase her accurate measurements and proportions. Each breast is approximately 35% the size of the head. Rouge's waist also comes to about 35% the size of her head. Rouge's hips, however, are about 40% the size of her head. There we go. Now, Rouge's height is canonically 105 centimeters, and she's about 3 heads tall. Using these measurements and comparing them to her chest, waist, and hips, we can determine each breast is about 12.13 centimeters in diameter, her waist is about the same, 12.13 centimeters, and her hips are roughly 13.86 centimeters in diameter each.
It's simple.
Now, the obvious thing to note is how Rouge here is a short girl. 105 centimeters barely comes up to 3.5 feet. Even so, no matter how tall Rouge is in the movie, these proportions should be replicated in her redesign for Sonic 3. In the same vein, her outfit should be faithfully replicated as well. Rouge's iconic heart bodysuit would be the perfect outfit for her to wear in this movie. It's simple, yet stylish and functional.
I'm in. Over.
However, I fear the directors would want to do their own design, just as they did with Eggman's jacket. Always want to be different. Now, I don't actually mind a redesign of Rouge's attire, but these artists need to remember a core theme to Rouge is her curvaceous figure that adds to her femme fatale persona. Rouge is meant to look and act seductive so an opponent will underestimate her and lower their defenses. This is how she won against Tails during the tournament arc.
Well, it looks like Rougethebat sure gave Tails the kiss-off. That makes her the winner of this match.
Removing Rouge's busty figure 8 body would be effectively removing one of her core traits.
My, trying to trap me?
In fact, the designers for Sonic 3 have a pretty good head start already, as many fan artists have already submitted their own interpretations of Rouge's outfit. And the best of these fan redesigns are the ones that keep Rouge's chest size as a prominent busty set of breasts, while crafting a unique outfit that accentuates her curvy waist and hips. If there really is a need to redesign the character, this is how it should be done, not covering up or erasing her feminine qualities, but showcasing them in new ways. The director of the Sonic movies, Jeff Fowler, has shown us that he is willing to listen to fan feedback and even redesign a character to be more faithful to the original. It is my hope that the team will see this video, or perhaps others will help convince them, that it's okay to design Rouge to be a curvaceous character with a seductive persona, just like she is in the games. After all, she's the world's loveliest thief, and I really want her movie design to steal my heart. Thanks for watching this video. Now, before you respond, remember, hostility, sarcasm, and ad hominem attacks are a sign of a person who is insecure about their facts and opinions. So if you have any talking points I may have missed out on, be sure to politely leave your thoughts in the comments below. I'll check them out and may even do a follow-up video if I feel there's a need to. We'll just have to wait until next time on Boo's News. This is Boo Bunny, signing out.